Dude, this scooter, it's a total sleeper. Under all this vintage vibe is performance that can leave some proper sporty 200cc motorcycles feeling a little blue. Welcome to ZigWheels. My name is Ishan and this is the Keeway Sixties 300i. See, Vespa restarted the whole bring back retro theme to scooters and people loved it. That's a 1964 Vespa 150 and that's a cute throwback. This whole double shot of, oh, that's just like what my daddy used to ride, design language works. People love it. Heck, I'm a sucker for retro. I like what's happening here on the 60s. It's got this whole unapologetic old school vibe with that massive front grille and round orange indicators. But just above that is a proper modern LED headlight. And from the front, the scooter looks grand and people tend to take notice. But that's a good thing because like I said, bholi shakal pe mat jana. Underneath this is a 300cc engine that propels this throwback on wheels faster than some motorcycles to 60 kmph. Despite its stretched out look, the 60s 300i is surprisingly quick thanks to its 278.2cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled engine. It produces 18.9 PS and 22 Nm, and the torque spread is consistent through the rev range. Lays around in the city, it feels like any other scooter. Touch the throttle and wham! Torque. 0-60 comes in just 4.56 seconds, 0-80 in 7.36 seconds. And it's the same thing on the highway. This thing will hold an easy 90 kmph for long durations pretty comfortably. According to our Webox data, this one is up there with motorcycles like the TVS Apache RTR 204V and the Honda Hornet 2.0. Those bikes practically race on the track, man. Furthermore, with performance numbers like this, our current reigning champion of performance scooters, the Yamaha Aerox, that should be worried a little bit. But what impressed me the most is how refined the motor feels. I must admit, I have a certain degree of bias when it comes to products from China, especially engines. But this changes how I feel about that. It's smooth and doesn't feel busy. Despite being a big single, you're only going fast and not shaking from vibrations. So if retro is your vibe, but shifting gears is not your thing, this leaves some proper classics in the dust, all while sporting as much leather on a comfortable throne. But there are a few areas of concern. See, while the front suspension is alright, the rear is too soft. It loads up easily over mild bumps, and while it's not jarring, it can be uncomfortable for the pillion. And with a no back support, that backseat can be a life-affirming moment for the pillion. Just ask Kamesh. It's all plastics on the scooter, and while the finish is nice, the overall quality could have certainly been better. While on the topic, I don't particularly mind the analog cluster with its small digital readout. It looks more period correct with a dash of modern, which is basically the theme. But I see why at its price point, it could become a deal breaker for some. If a feature-packed maxi scooter is what you're looking for, have a look at Manal's video on the Keeway VST 300. Finally, while the disc brakes at either end do the job just fine, the ABS can be pretty intrusive. At 2.99 lakh ex-showroom Delhi, this is not cheap. In fact, it's twice as expensive as some of the motorcycles that we talked about earlier. So you clearly do not buy this because you need it, but because you want it. So if you're someone who enjoys a healthy portion of nostalgia with afternotes of performance, this is a dish you will relish. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.